Hello and welcome to this Dr. Frost video on using Pythagoras theorem twice where a hypotenuse and shorter length are shared. So we want to calculate the length x here in this diagram, and we've got two right angle triangles. Now with these kind of problems, kind of multi-step geometric problems, always look at the information you have and what information we're trying to get. We've got a triangle here where we have two of the lengths, and we could use Pythagoras theorem as we've seen in previous videos to get the hypotenuse. Then, if we had this length, then we could use it combined with this length here to work out x, because then we'd have two lengths in this triangle and we'd work out the third. So we know we want to start with this triangle because we've already got two of the lengths and could find the third, whereas in this triangle here, we only have one of the lengths and therefore we can't immediately find x. So let's look at this triangle first. We've got the 10 centimetres there and we've got the 6 centimetres there. The right angle is here. And we want to find this length here. We've already used x, so let's just call this y. And remember Pythagoras theorem, we do one of the shorter length squared plus the other shorter length squared is equal to the hypotenuse, the longest length squared. And then we can just do that on a calculator. So 10 squared plus 6 squared, I didn't need my calculator for that, is 136. And then y is going to be the square root of that. To get rid of the squared, you just square root this. Now, I'm going to actually leave this as the square root of 136. I'm not going to work that out as a decimal because later we're going to square that value and then it will go back to 136. We'll see as we get there. Now, let's look at this triangle now. So we've got the right angle here, we've got the 15 on the left. I've slightly rotated this triangle. We've got the x up here, and this bottom length here we worked out was root 136. We had the root 136 there, didn't we, from this other triangle. So now we have to use Pythagoras theorem again. We do one of the shorter length squared, 15 squared, plus the other shorter length squared. Now when you square this, it gets rid of that square root, it cancels it out, and you're just left with 136. And that's why it's useful to leave any kind of intermediate answer, i.e. any answer that's not your final answer, with the square root, because the squaring will then cancel out the square root on it. And that is equal to the hypotenuse squared, which is x squared. And again, use our calculator, 15 squared, I know is 225, plus 136 is equal to 361. And then to get rid of that squared, we just square root that answer. Oh, and it's nicely a whole number, it's 19. So we get 19, and what is the unit? It's centimetres. So this length x here is 19 centimetres, and that's the final answer.